I'm going to go ahead and just mount both. I got both. I can throw I don't know, a couple straps or something in there, I guess. Hey, good morning, Dubious Decisions Garage. Coming to you with another random project. Today we are going to be installing a receiver hitch so I can put a winch on this trailer. I'm picking up 2 more projects tomorrow, one of which I'm keeping, one I don't plan to keep, but it's kind of up in the air right now. We'll see. So we got to pull off this tire. We're going to weld, grind down to expose the bare metal, weld a receiver hitch on. Then I need to build a plate to go in front of the tire that's just big enough for a battery box because I want to be able to charge off of the truck, and then the battery, of course, drive the winch. So that's our project. Let's get to it. If you hear random beeping, it is not me backing up. There's a truck somewhere in the neighborhood that's constantly backing up. I don't know what it's doing. It might be a skid steer. Some other neighbor doing work on the property, which I can't really say anything about because, hey, I just had this whole thing built, which I bet was a lot of noise while I was at work. Not that it's going to matter because your trailer will probably be different, but I'll tell you the tools I'm using. So if you're wanting to follow along, do your own thing, you can. 13/16 socket with a breaker bar and a socket wrench. I don't know where my tire irons are, so we're just doing this. Now we need to grind off all of this red coating that has just faded to pink over time, which is how I got a really good deal on this trailer, because we're going to weld this on right there. I'm going to try to make it as flush as I can, but I am going to put the tire back up, make sure I can be able to get that pin through still. Man, I don't know if y'all are hearing that beeping. It is very loud to me. I understand why all the big YouTubers, Brandon Herrera, Whistling Diesel, Demo Matt, bought their own ranch so they can shoot in relative peace and comfort. Of course, then again, you may not hear anything, and I just sound like a crazy person. So I'm going to get that tire put back up, see what kind of clearance I have, see if I need to move this forward. It's heavy. I don't have the keys on me, but plenty of room. Put that pin in, but I'm going to be able to do as much welding as I can to get this as welded to the trailer as possible, since you and me both know my welds are not the best. Okay, so I'm just going to mark out a quick line that's nice and not straight, and I know this entire surface here I'm going to grind down, including on the back side. So back here as well, because I want to have a nice good weld. I'm going to grind, make sure that's flat afterwards. I don't want any weld sticking out past. It'll affect the tire. Any old grinder will work. Still my wife's powered Ryobi because she stole my Makita. You don't really want to use a grinding wheel. We're not trying to take steel off. We just want to take this powder coating off. Man, that is dusty. That's throwing pink crap everywhere. I do advise you, and you probably didn't see it, but I went and got an M95 N95 mask. Battery's dead. So still charging up the other battery, so I'm stuck on that. So right now, what I'm gonna do is go buy the material I need for that. I need to grab a battery box. I need to grab a battery. And then I need 2 pieces of angle iron. You don't need a whole plate, just a single piece of angle iron will work. Then you can just bolt the battery box to the angle iron and it's good to go. So I'm gonna go pick that up, probably mount, put the battery right here. But out of the way for, again, the tire, being able to take it off. So I will be back in a little bit, or a transition cut for you. Yay! Okay, so got back from Lowe's. Got myself a cross piece, and then 2 1-inch by 2-inch, something like that, frame pieces. And we're just gonna bolt or weld them on to the frame. I haven't decided yet, and it'll just be like this. So that is basically the plan. And I'll cut these so they sit flush, round off the corners so they not chop. Waiting on the battery box still, so because I don't know the width of this yet. I think I know the width, but I don't want to bolt or weld them down yet until I have that. But we have to finish grinding off this basically rubber off of here. But almost done. Batteries are charged again. I mean, it's not pretty, but it ain't gonna go anywhere. It'll hold. All right, well, I don't think it's going to win any awards, but I also don't think it's going to go anywhere. And that is what matters. And somebody decided to just start mowing the lawn. So, yay! Now to build the bracket for the battery. So this is how the battery box and frame will basically sit. I went ahead and bought two because got them used. Save money, but I'm probably not going to use both because I'm going to actually cut this along here to make it even with the frame of the tongue. I need to measure my distance from here to here, make sure it's approximately even, and then get to drilling and cutting. Alright, so now I have measured both sides out to be 4 inches. Should give me plenty of room to work on the brake box. But I am not welding this down, I'm just bolting it, so if I needed to, I can pull it back up. A line, 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 both sides, and then get to drilling. Alright, so I've settled on some 5/16 lag bolts, which actually fit in the groove and latch. We're going to do one on each one. I'm going to set it up. Maybe I might do a second on a couple of them. Don't have a lot of space, but we'll see what I can do. To keep them from shifting on me, I'm going to go ahead and clamp down all 4 sides. So I suppose I only need to do one side at a time. Alright, all the holes are drilled, and now I'm going to cut off the ends of these with just a grinding wheel. Now we soften the edges up with our flap wheel. If you've watched my videos and you're wondering why I'm not just using my belt grinder or being smart about this and taking it off to do the grinding, it's because I'm in protest that I still don't have power out to the barn, which means I still don't have a belt grinder. And it's frustrating. No, I just wanted to get easier to get most of the edges done, just having it sitting where it's going to sit. I'm going to flip it over and clean those other edges off while holding it. Just cleaning everything else up. Gonna have to vacuum. Alright, let's see if we can get these guys bolted down. Decided instead of using Loctite, I'm just going to go ahead and use some lock washers. I got plenty of them. As usual, my wrist hurts already. Also, as usual, I forget to make sure it's going the right way. Alrighty. I'm also wanting to do a cross piece just to kind of strengthen it that much more. Fortunately, my holes don't necessarily line up as the crow flies, but I'll be able to just cut that off with the cutoff wheel since I don't have a chop saw because I don't have power to the barn. Sorry, I make noises. I don't mean to make noises. Just kind of happens. Alright, the mount is done. Now we got the boxes. Now I got to line up my holes. Sharpie! Oh, I'm a dork. So this is what we're going to use for hardware. It's got some flat head screw bits that I don't actually like using. I only have 4 of these big fender washers that I need for underneath though, because these screws are tiny and they just go through the holes. So what I'm going to do is put one on each side, kind of corner, so each box is attached to each drill once. I can go back later and add screws if needed, if it's not secure. If I recall correctly, the Camco strap actually wraps around your mount, so should be okay, shouldn't need it to add more, but that's what I got for now. When you're drilling holes in these boxes, you want to make sure that you put the screws down here on the flat side, not on these raised parts. And the reason for that is you put it on the raised part, that head is going to be sitting against your battery and could end up wearing a hole in it, and that would be bad juju. So I'm going to go ahead and get these boxes drilled. So I'm going to go ahead and hit these little guys with Loctite. Be careful when you're buying Loctite on Amazon. I thought I was ordering the little bottle I used before. Didn't realize I ordered the giant one. It will get used though. Just looked inside. Good job, thread locker. Giant bottle. I'd say it's only about half full. About right there. Guess expansion, maybe. hate flatheads so much. If you like flatheads, leave a note in the comment section. If you think they're terrible, leave a note in the comment section. I don't know, just leave a note in the comment section. All right, unfortunately, the battery I bought doesn't fit in these boxes because the measurements that the lady gave me were incorrect. Buy your boxes before you buy your batteries, I guess. So I got to haul that back to Wally World in the morning. Let's get our winch plate mounted. Actually, I'm going to clean up tools first. And we're going to get our winch plate mounted just to check it along with our tire. But then I'm going to paint this so I don't have bare exposed steel. Oh, she's not light. So this winch was previously set up on a Terex side-by-side. I had it set up to be able to pull from the front, or I could take this off and put it on the back on a receiver hitch on the back so I could swap it back and forth. Sold the Terex, kept the winch, didn't end up getting another side-by-side. So it's what I got. Definitely not, it's a 4,500 pound. It's not enough for pulling 2 old muscle cars onto this trailer, but I figured with some block and tackle, I'll be able to. The big trick though is this setup here. This is the mess of wiring that hooked it up into the Terex, and I don't need all that. I definitely don't need all that for tomorrow. I'm hoping that I'll be able to just connect that to the positive negative side of the battery and have this operate. But before I do that, I'm going to see if I can phone a friend, because whenever you run a winch cable, you always want to keep tension on the end, and I can't do the battery and keep tension on that. All right, those Crocs belong to my beautiful assistant. So free spool that out. And now we're going to try very carefully take those off.
You're not going to shock me, are you?
No, hold on. Hopefully this will work. Well, it works, folks. I actually have a timing light switch that I'm going to use instead of just touching bare wires to it. But should be able to pull those cars up onto the trailer tomorrow. If need be, I can always run jumper cables from a secondary vehicle hooked up to the battery that's in the box. But it'll get me through tomorrow, and then I will wire this thing up with a permanent setup later. Thank you for coming and watching Dubious Decisions Garage. Bye. Oh yeah, I realize some of y'all might not be happy if you don't see me put that spare tire back on, so I'm going to do that right now. Of course, then again, I suppose I won't be happy if this doesn't work. Booyah. Hey, good morning, good mythical garage. What the hell?